But tí Bobrisky bá gba court summon tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé lóòótọ́ lẹ bá mi sọ ó dàbí pé báyọ̀ mọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. I even recorded you when we were having that conversation, or this was what I wrote to you via SMS. Tóun bá gbé jáde ó fẹ́ fi defend rẹ̀, Baba will lose the case and they will pay damages to Bobrisky. But in this case tí wọ́n ti wá lọ jẹ́ pé top fourth party ló publish ẹ̀, Baba can sue Bobrisky, but of course it's still, that one is still subject to some serious, legal tussle, and Bobrisky might still eventually win. Because
what's a reprimand there? Because he's not talking about Bobrisky at all.
He will win. He might win because he will tell you, I didn't say that to him. I didn't even tell him your name. Or if I told him, I didn't publish it out. Any yellow shaker, no publish it. I told him on person, I was just blabbing. So why would you blab with my name? I just feel like you are a popular person. That's what I think I should say, and I'm sorry. Like I'm saying, or it could be asked to pay some amount of money or some correct. It depends on how good the lawyer is. But at least, well, I didn't drag your name publicly. I didn't subject you to public ridicule. I told somebody in private capacity, and I didn't know that the person, we never had an agreement that go and publish it. Or it's not that I was even confessing. I was just having a shit chat with a personal friend. So the person is the evil person, and the person that published it without confirming whether I was saying the truth or not. I am saying that is the way the law works, and that is what I want all of us to understand. Not every platform we see on social media, people that are doing anything, trying to say, I can say it, I can attack any name. Some people might choose to say, oh, I don't want to pay attention. I don't want this. But some people will tell you, no. I'm not going to allow this one to slide. I would never allow, because if I don't fight, it will mean that I actually did it. And then that's why we're seeing it. I'm just praying. If I have my way, I will appeal to Barrister Femi Falana. Please, if there is a way they can settle out of court, you have made your point. He's a young boy trying to grow and trying to play a part in the country. If there's a way it can come together and say, you know what, I'm just going to give you this chance. Next time, if the lawyers can be able to come into terms, because going to court and fight that, it's going to be very tricky. People might raise money for him to pay for, because until that way, like, okay, let's do it in advance. Until that way, like, raise money through your foundation so that, like I'm saying, you can pay money to pay damages. But if I have my way, I want it settled out of court. So let's have another person.
Yeah, Mr. Yomi, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Question tell me very berry fine. Be thought to four party.
How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir, my brother. Four party of FDM to Jukini Esita. Falana that ti ṣe bó ṣe sí. Now, ṣé either òótọ́ ni pé wọ́n get the apartment out of the prison fún Bob, or irọ́ ni? Ṣé kò yẹ kí government kan wádìí kíní ẹ̀? Tó bá yẹ pé ní òótọ́ bá ní kí wọ́n ṣe ìdájọ́ tó bá tọ́ fún àwọn tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún tó ṣe kíní ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kó work bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the public hearing at the Fed House of Reps, because at the end of the day, House of Reps, case but we will learn from that one so that we'll do our own. This is it. They immediately got hold of that, and the public started reacting after the leak. They invited all the parties involved. Can you please come? Yes, prison. You admitted social person to your prison. Where and what was his prison cell number? Because they will go and check into the records. Check me. Ìwádìí tí wọ́n ní pé ẹlòmíì tó wà ní tó fi sínú cell yẹn tó ti jáde, the government can still go and meet the person and say you are in social prison ward cell, which was supposed to be the same cell, the same time Tony Bobrisky wà ńbẹ̀. Were you in the same cell with Bobrisky? Wọ́n mọ̀ pé ìjọba sì lè wá àwọn yẹn lọ tí àwọn lè má tètè mọ ibi tó wà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ pé wọ́n wá. Wọ́n ní yes, he was brought in. And when he came, we couldn't identify his gender. He became a error here. I will be honest with you. There is no way, before the person was sentenced, he must have answered to a gender. And if he answered to a gender, of course, EBT adájọ́ bá ní kẹ́ gbé lọ lẹ́ máa gbé lọ. And the whole excuse of whether this will happen, that will happen, I'm still of the opinion. No, prison, they have got the right to use their discretion in some certain things. Even if they ask you to be sentenced to so stuff, if somebody put your life is under threat, the prison can ask that you be changed, or they place you in maybe some solitary confinement, or if you are violent, even 6 months. I am saying, if you made a mistake or you're fighting or you're violent in the prison, they can choose to say, we're punishing you. There is a punishment that the prison officials can decide on their own and say, you know what, send him to solitary confinement and you'll be there until tomorrow. But only a time so that it will not result to abuse of the fundamental right. Prisoners too, they have human rights. That is why when we're doing this human rights stuff, we don't just limit it to outside alone. We sometimes go to prison and check what are they doing with inmates, whose right is being abused. We must be able to raise, citizens that will be bold enough to say, okay, what brought you into this prison? Why are you here? What are you going through? How are they being fed? And that is how we can get this country to work better. And that is where I want to play my part in my country before I go. I am not going to be here forever, but I have a role to play. And all these things is what I want my own children and the few other children that can see. So that we can be able to understand, because most people don't know that even prisoners, they have their own rights. So in this case, the government, they've done what they need to do. They've invited them. EFCC said there is nowhere. Loto, the charges was dropped, but there is nowhere money was paid. Though, in the heart of majority of us, we might know that that one, Bobrisky is saying the truth, or he might just add to the figure. He might not even pay up to that amount. He might pay up to that amount. Nobody can be so sure. But somebody like me, when I don't see proof, and he says that to me, when I cannot see evidence of that amount of money and where the money was paid, I will not be. I would rather write to the agency and say, I have an allegation. Please verify. And then they will know that, hey, somebody is about to, to get the truth. They don't know what I have in my hand. They don't know the evidence I have. Then they will be careful. They will tread carefully. But because, this country we are, if you tell them, they might be after your life. But you have to be careful. If you don't want to go through that route, you don't also want to go into prison or be paying damages in court, going to one court or the other. And when, as an activist, when it's coming here and there, you abuse my rights, you cannot use criminality to discharge your own duty. Just the way they will be, some people are praising this lover. If there are too much criminality in the discharge of your duty, then you are no longer doing anything legitimate. You're a criminal. It's just like a police officer. You cannot be using torture, using lies, using persecution to discharge the role of your job as a police officer, and you call it policing. It's no longer policing. It's another thing. Everything you want to do as a police officer must be according to the law. To go and arrest somebody, you either send invitation and say you are needed in our station. If it is an ongoing crime or if anything, you go to court, obtain a warrant of arrest, and come to that person. At least the person did not know that you are coming for him or her. But a girl just wrote a petition, or your girlfriend say, or your salary, sir, I think she be oshumeta. Hey, so salary for wa shebe kebi pa wakuni. Can you imagine? You are asking me. Emi lo sọ fún pé oshumeta. And then the next thing, and they wrote it down, and the next thing, police just came, you are accused of, and they send the person to jail. They are remanding him in prison, and that is not right. Such society, whoever went through that can never love the country again. And those are the reasons why many people are hating on Nigeria. They are no longer interested in living in Nigeria or returning back. That is why even foreigners that travel to Nigeria, they don't want to come back to Nigeria again if they escape. Because they look at it at the masses, at the public officials, they are all the same. That is why all the curses that we are placing on all these leaders, they are just glowing. Their children are getting better. It is the poor people that are, because this is what we do to ourselves. What I went through recently, if it is a normal person, it would have stopped anything justice from bad. I would have just said, you know what, hands off. Because anything you show. Because when you look at it, your conscience and your intent, I wasn't looking at, oh, it's an ambush. They might use this against me. Because at the end of the day, I sat down and looked and said, there wouldn't have been all this mess if the person asking me for information, I gave it to them. So the moment this one is saying, it paid you by law, a minimum rain, Lord justice from bad. She want to lost on young bon, so let us bring that Yomi down. I don't know who is sending me money. Let's send you money. If you need anything, please tell me. If you need anything, tell me. Tibani the combi. I want to raise money to pay so person. Do you have money there? What order for me? We don't think we have. Or let me check. I think we can raise half. You ask the other person. Can you? And to me tell her, do you need anything? You don't even know. You will know it's a trap. And you will run into that problem thinking that you're on the same page. You learn next time. You might not have committed a crime, but you have given them the opportunity to enter you and see you finish. So as an activist, you will learn from that one. If I now open my mouth and tell somebody, don't go that route too. I don't care if it is your brother saying, I want to send you that money. It could be a trap. If you want to send anything, let them send it to that platform. Let them send it to this. Don't do it. If it's possible, don't even collect. If it is possible, don't even delve into the matter. Because if you do, it's going to come back. It's experience, it's learning. I want to now start looking for money. Let me start wait and get money. You're talking about grants. $50,000, $100,000 that I can write with my simple English. Even I want to have money in my foundation. Man, she booklet, man, she film, short movies on human rights, on arrest. Mama, that will just become because I want to deliver. I can't do it by myself alone. I need public support. Kiwate maso okay, tibasha on you, oh they can dasibio. Koja ko woti mo da just be. How the maso shell, I can bring it down. You will now ask yourself, how did they have the opportunity to attack me from that angle? Oh, this was the mistake I made. Then you learn. So that is that aspect on that one. You keep learning every day, and you keep building yourself. I get what I'm saying. So that's
yes, boss.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, boss. Ejo, I want us to know that this topic, Tarezi, Tadeti Treaty, is not to drag anybody. It is for us to learn. Please, there's no foresee. If somebody like Kiniko, somebody like Kiniko, we just want to teach ourselves. That's the reason for the topic. We are not to judge anybody. Thank you. And then, Mr. Wasiu, what I put online, so maybe we'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uncle me.
right.
Okay, sir. In this situation, John Torolon, as a public, kini motale fi help FDM because irú àwa yìí náà ni ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ń try láti guide láti jà fún. Mi ò mọ̀ tí kini a lè ṣe tá fi lè help ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn.
The only thing we can do.
Recover owó gan pẹ̀lú àwọn situation yìí. Ó ti recover owó gan fáwọn èèyàn.
The only thing we can do, like I'm saying, because so that it won't look like you're also trying to frustrate the other person or the other party, is to probably, you can do a peaceful walk, solidarity for VDM, and then appeal to Barrister Femi Falana. Settle, you can just say, please settle out of court with VDM. Like I'm saying, you can, we stand with VDM, we stand with human rights. There is no way Barrister Femi Falana would not sit down and say, both parties, VDM and Femi Falana, are, are human rights crusaders. When you come to terms, they destroy Akpakon, okay, make Akpakon look stupid. Maybe peace. Just the only way you can do is look for a peace, because the moment you allow this to go, are you know what I'm saying? If he should go to court, I think go and take it down. I don't know if he has taken what the court asked him to take down. If he has taken it down, I don't know if he has done that. Are you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has taken it down. I don't know if his lawyer said, don't listen to the judge, don't take it down. But if any criminal angle matiwale, because when you disobey the court order, then they charge you for court contempt. So I don't know if he has done that within the time frame. I don't know if I want somebody to respond to that, because I've not been to his page before. I don't know if he has done that.
Not yet.
He has not taken it down.
What if he's thinking of appeal?
Let's move on. No, let's move on to our today's topic. Our no need
sorry, Kid Boss. Kato, move on to the next topic.
Okay.
Boya keep from different angle. Yeah, okay. Tí why TVDM ti gbé voice message yẹn jáde tọ́rọ̀ yìí ti ń lọ bó ṣe ń lọ yìí. Tí ẹni tó fún VDM tí ò bá jẹ́ set up fún VDM as well. Wípé kan lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí láti fi kó bá. Tó yẹ pé nǹkan yẹn àwọn nǹkan yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ tuntun. I think there are some steps tó yẹ kí VDM and his lawyer or whoever is with him kí wọ́n ṣe underneath.
And
like what and what.
They need proof that it did happen. Are you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if tó bá jẹ́ pé part lójú òótọ́, part ojú òótọ́, ẹni tí ó bá jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá mọ́, tọ́lẹ̀ ti subject to ridicule, tó ti lose the client, tó ti lose nǹkan.
No, what I'm saying is this. Mr. Abiwan, ẹ̀dẹ́kin land bíbá yìí pé okay, tí VDM bá ṣe tó bá ní private investigator, yeah, láti go into communication line Bobrisky nígbà tó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn àwọn wo ló communicate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ni yìí tá à ń sọ yìí communicate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ truly or not ṣọ́mọ ẹ̀ communicate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ truly or not how many times you know tí o bá lè establish àwọn nǹkan yìí dáwù tí bàbá ìdẹ́ sọ pé òun ò tẹ ever bá sọ̀rọ̀ rí you know ó ti so if that's angle tẹ́mi ń wò pé if this guy could have his fact and figures underneath pé a ti ṣe because this is what they can do even till tomorrow.
It's very important. The point is this. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Number one, I have to quickly say this. If whatever is going to get is going to satisfy social media and would not satisfy the court of law, waste of time, no. But Oda, if he can get all those proof that, oh, truly you spoke to so person, you arrange for amnesty for him, you arrange so that he can be put in a private cell. If he can get his proof, good. But unto funny jù ní pé àwọn ìkọ̀kọ̀ wà tó jẹ́ pé ó lé ń bẹ̀ láti rí irú conversation yẹn. Under the law, you have your right to privacy. So if I'm going to tap into your own call, without any cause for action, any court order, tí n bá wọnú call login bóyá kò tẹ̀sí bóyá fẹ́ ṣe tí ò bá ti wà allowed under the law tó ṣe pé adájọ́ ló pàṣẹ, whatever means tí n bá fi wọnú call login and I start listening to your private conversation, even if I want to bring out the one that concerns me, you know, I won't be able to know the ones that include your privacy. Maybe you are talking about the health of your child, or you are discussing with your wife on your ìyàwó yín sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan tó wà lára ẹ̀, nǹkan báyìí ló wà lójú ara òun tẹjọ́ sọ lórí phone.
Mr. Yobishari, in this content, yeah, definitely on my back court order, let's go into his call log ni, because they want to prove.
No, it doesn't work that way. Don't be this. But Mr. My brother.
Sorry. Let me say something. Do you know that? Hello, sir. Hello, guys. Do you know that court order, TVDM and the others, to enter into the privacy of this other issue? Only problem to face right now, because VDA has committed a crime by saying they have access to somebody's privacy without court order. It's wrong. Under the law, it's a criminal offense. So what Mr. Yomi just said, before you can enter into somebody's privacy, like you want to monitor the person's call, you want to hack the person's conversation and all of that without court order, it's an offense. Automatically it's an offense. So that's the offense of VPN.
If the police or anybody wants to go and get that kind of order, under the law, if the police wants to go into the call log, they would have to establish, like I'm saying, that we are investigating a particular matter. And we realize that it is only this particular angle we can get this particular stuff. And based on this, and they will have to bring proof. Why did you want to go this route? Don't you have another option? No. You must be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt to the judge. And in most cases, it's always behind the owner of the case. But somebody will be there to like, okay, defend the person. And the judge will realize, okay, because of the emergency of this case and the importance of your investigation, I know that you are not doing it for a wrong purpose. I have seen evidence that you are doing it for a legitimate reason. If despite the fact that they are police officers, I hereby order that the mobile telecommunication should allow you access from so time to so time and so date and so date period. Then the mobile telecommunication will be able to go into it and allow you to do that. But in an event whereby you don't have all that, or you obtain it through an illegal means, to now establish it that it was a genuine extraction. That's not my voice. Talo confirm because mobile telecommunication, any to one be officer to one be to back out order any company here, to record there. The legal team of that company and or whoever, they will document it. Know who is going to go and testify in court that I work in so place. This is clinical, and I will receive so thing. We went to do and do this. I confirm that audio thing, boy, it's an extraction from our file. So it's going to be different from they will tell you, hey, hi. I voice Ronaldo to Mama show Ronaldo to Dubai. I know Lionel Messi. He's not a good player like me. You will hear Ronaldo's voice clearly. But Coach Ronaldo lo sọ̀rọ̀.
But the channel TV, SCN accepts we on Baumesoro now.
He's talking about himself. That he didn't speak with him and he never arranged.
Voices and when your man yato now.
I get saying, he said I never spoke to this person before. I did arrange for him to be kept in private cell. I didn't say that we're going to get him. There was nothing like that. The truth of the matter is only Jero. I won't say because Professor Sodun or Professor satisfied by intent bomb. When in my conscience, I don't know whether it is true or not. I am raised properly. What told me that? I cannot confirm. Only Joe told me Bobrisky is only Jero.
Mr. Yomi, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn ni pé Mr. Falana fúnra wọn he confirmed pé òun ò bá Bobrisky sọ̀rọ̀ pé Bobrisky bá ọmọ òun sọ̀rọ̀ pé ọmọ òun wá sọ pé níbo ló wà ṣé true prisoner kìíní kan ló ṣe ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò bá ti jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ má bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ o gbogbo yẹn asọ́dún ni bàbá ń sọ gbogbo yẹn.
You're not getting it. We are not. Ebi ò bá yín sọ pé kìíní yẹn ò ṣẹlẹ̀. Are you with me? Ebi ò sọ pé
bàbá tiẹ̀ sọ fúnra rẹ̀ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ipe ọmọ òun ló bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ mi ó bọ́mọ sọ̀rọ̀ ó yàtọ̀ sí pé mo bá bàbá Fẹ́mi Falana sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó máa bá arrange àádẹ́ bá arrange kó fún ní amnesty àbá arrange kó wà ní private cell. You're not getting what they are fighting for. They didn't say he didn't establish contact with the son. He said he spoke to my son. Nígbà tí ẹ bá bọ́mọ mi sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹlẹ́bí àbá Ṣèyí Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀ a ní aṣíwájú president gangan ló sọ kókó lọ ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn aṣíwájú ọgọ́ fọwọ́ sí wíwà Ṣèyí Tinubu ló bá sọ̀rọ̀ kò mọ̀ yàtọ̀. What I'm trying to say is I'm not covering up anything. I'm advocating and educating because it is a law. Tá a bá ti mọ̀, if you don't know the law you cannot defend it. When I was fighting through advocacy about everything ẹni pé gbogbo kò sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ délẹ̀ tó lè fi náà gán mi. When I said I want to make power bag shot to my file, I court, I will charge you for 100 million. I just laughed. I said, Lofuera TikTok materials. Because if I don't hear from you and I didn't see that you said it, but instead of allowing waste, Kim Abalokot, Kim Bowolowe, Kim Rubbish, push evidence and get it for me. Check bon kokomo. Furelo, Kai. You're very lucky. This Yomi really likes you. Because on a very good day, with this evidence he has, he can always play to the guy. He will play with us and allow us to go to court. Once some what Mami Shop, lawyer, AAT, or something like a invoice. And I will now sue her again for another thing. But I just felt like, what's the point? Let me just let you know that the man saw wrong by me and Kimo Baten so could say excuse for. Then she came out and said, I was angry then. I didn't even know when I said it. But at least I just let it slide. But I want to go on theater. I want to see comment section by can you imagine? Oti shele by just like but she work one thing, try to drag him recently, Lorele. Mumo yon to ti ma show me mo yon show. All the nkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́tà wọn. Èmi tí mo mọ tí ó wà wájú mi, mo mọ bí tí mo ń lọ. I know the end game. I'm not on the same page. When it comes to serious matter like this, there are some people you don't engage with them. Satisfy one. They are the same person. Pedigree. And in the course of this justice from bad, one bow me, one de pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń bú mi. Ní ìdẹ̀ ní báwọn bọ́bọ̀ jáwúrà kí máa publish pé ẹwọ ilé tó ń bú mi pé kíní kan ó bèrè owó lọ́wọ́ mo send owó sí o. Who has time for all that nonsense? I don't have time for that. Nígbà bó ti mọ̀ pé mi ò ṣe kan tó bad. The reason why they went to use the money stuff was because mo fàyè ẹlẹ̀. And then wọ́n rí pé tí bọ̀bọ̀ yóò bá ti ṣe tiwa mọ́ tó jẹ́ pé kò ní wà ní page wa kò ní fún ní bẹ́ẹ̀. That's why if I will sort him, the best thing is to destroy his reputation. I will continue because my mind is clean, my conscience is clean. What I'm doing is Jermaine.
Moving on.
So,
moving on.
So please, whatever you want to do, always ensure you seek the service of a lawyer. It's not a crime if you don't know. But before you take action, ask. Register yourself with a law chamber or register yourself with a lawyer. If you think you want to do something, sir, I want to seek your legal advice. Since you are paying legal insurance or legal premium, sir, can I be giving you 5,000 or 10,000? I have case or I don't have case. Let me just be paying every month. So that when I have case, even if I don't have money, you can be able to come and send me until I pay back. He said, good. That's a good one. So please, as a young person, register yourself with a legal firm or human rights organization so that you don't be making mistakes. So that's how.
Okay. Thank you, boss.
You're welcome.
Hey, Joe.
So, my time, somebody wants to speak. I've answered you, right?
Yes, you have answered all of us.
Spoken to. I think Olamilekon is the next to talk, right?
He just came. He just came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matamba.
Yes, I want to sorry. It was here since.
Off TV I've spoken to, right?
Yes, all of us. John Crown. We need to move on to justice for Mohbad. Yeah.
All right. Okay, now on justice for Mohbad, like I said yesterday, so far so good. We're still 50% progressing. On this platform, we're not yet to start picking what. No. The police, as we speak, they've confirmed to us they're working. The only thing Timo Confessor, when the kid boss, I'm saying, police is on the exclusive list. I'm saying, see your lock power about to share anything. I'm saying, but she expects. How about it? Big set affect through the other team if I daruko. Not to one case to ensure that the police they synergize with the police. That is the team I'm working with, but I don't want to mention them out now. So I am supplying police information, and I've supplied that team information. I get what I'm saying. So police are waiting on them. Though police should have moved on and do their, but they said it is always going to be good if they work with them. So Tabati expects if the police did not now do anything, that is when we will now progress and proceed to the National Assembly through the House of Reps. So I don't pray it gets to that stage, because the whole world will look at it. Then what is really going on? Why are the police not doing anything? And of course, the Ministry of Communication, through the telecommunications, the Airtel Glo, they are under the exclusive list, federal government. So we'll just take it further there. But for now, I don't pray it gets to that stage. I still want to believe that until our team here, conclude if they are taking that step, because those ones too, we have to be sure that they are taking the right step. If they take that step and merge it with the interest and the effort of the police, before, I don't want to learn because I don't know what is going on, but before the first or second week of November, the arrest should be made, and we'll, at least by that time there will be clarity, and by that time justice for Mohbad we're going to trials by God's grace. So whether we have done well, we have not done well, whether we are being chased or not, maybe maybe at that time ọlọ́pàá máa ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn dé stage yẹn wọ́n á mọ àwọn tí wọ́n ránṣẹ́ ẹ̀kú yẹn tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ we'll be able to come back and continue whatever we are doing. But of course, we are here and we're going to be calling on the police. I have said it over and over that Aburo Mama Mohbad confirmed that there were blood. Baba Mohbad also confirmed there were blood on the stuff. I deliberately don't want to talk about it, but and everybody knows that everybody, they've seen the body of Mohbad. People are still worried. We all know that there is no way, if it was from Ikorodu ni getting yellow way, tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó yọ láti ìgbà yẹn títí tó fi délé, mo ìfẹ́ wọn bó ní tàn ṣe lágbára tó, if the blood was not stopped, tó bá yẹ pé ó ń gush out láti Ìkòròdú dé Lẹ́kì tó fi délé, that person will be half dead or even gone. So there is no way it is going to be the same blood. No, la padà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí níjọ́ kejì. So it's quite tricky. Àwọn tó ń wọnú ilé yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló pọ̀ ńlẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wo ẹni tó kú sílẹ̀, wọn ò rí ibi tó ti ṣá, wọn ò rí ibi tó ti gún. And it's because somebody, maybe, let's put maybe, allegedly, poisoned him. And there are some poison, immediately you take them in, few minutes after you take them, you'll be oozing blood from your nose, from your mouth, and then, it could be those kind of slow poison. And poison here, they can always attest to it that those are the kind of things that they use. And then maybe that was why they said everybody was looking at it. Kilo shele, hospital. They would not want to take that kind of a person to hospital because the hospital battery will go poison any police reports doctor reports will come clearly that there is evidence of being poisoned. Story. Hospital, hospital, police will know all this if they get the CCTV. The CCTV is working in the kitchen, the living room, at the half part of the staircase. I can tell you for free, they are working. But those 3 CCTVs, they are working. Enkule, Atiwajule, they are working. So if the family, Baba Mohbad, everybody, Aburo Ya Mohbad, they are like, if anybody is saying, oh, maybe there is an anaphylactic reaction or if you look by the agent and you look at the all of blood on the stuff, there's other 2 ways. Evidence of stab wound or definitely, that is what the police, they need to unravel. So It's part of a way to let them know that and they should be able to, bring about the truth. So we want the police to know that we know what we're saying, and they should, as a matter of urgency, they should be able to. There's no excuse whatsoever why they can't, and that is what eventually got about the autopsy. If the autopsy comes out and it's confirming that there is presence of poison, to establish who did that, we will still need confession, and we'll be needing, of course, evidence. And the evidence is the CCTV. And then other further evidence to know who and how they planned it, or how whatever it is that they've said is through the phone forensic. That is why we are making that clarion call. So whoever is seeing us asking that CCTV should be extracted and examined is because we know the old stuff, whether whether ó react to poison, whether ó pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu, whether àwọn jà ní o, whether àwọn ṣe kíní kan ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa ọ̀kedere. So I don't know why anybody would not want that to be seen. So if there is anything that we have to take our stand on, that is what we should be putting our feet on the ground to demand from the public and from the police and the government. Please, CCTV and phone forensic, those CCTV, they can never be destroyed. They are stored remotely on iCloud. So, nothing can happen to it. So, if we see any sign of unnecessary delay or diversion, we know they want to prolong the matter, and the people should be willing to say enough is enough. But we would play our part. I just hope that the other team that I am working with, synergizing with, when the time they take their own step, the police will have no hiding place. Then we'll know that we have a serious problem at hand. That, the police, they are proving to us that we are irrelevant, and they would do anything to cover up this particular murder. And then we'll go further from there. But luckily, destiny has been able to push me that I'm on this side. I will not relent. That is why, so that people will not know that, we have succeeded in silencing Yomi. That's why you see me. I ensure that I come online at least every 2 days. I'm unable to go out. Maybe from tomorrow weekend, I will start going out. I don't know. But I couldn't go out because I have to ensure that, I get everything sorted. What is going on in Nigeria? What is their plan? And how to, we have to, I don't want to say too much on that one. But I'm able to live in Kori. Returning back will be very, very, very necessary and reasonable when I choose to. So I thank God for everything that before this actually happened, we've been able to move to a large extent before everybody starts showing the true colors, and before I realize that I've made some wrong steps and move. I can't blame everybody. I have to also take some part of the blame. But I've seen what is on ground, and I can, going forward, that can never happen again. It will never, nobody can have a chance again with me.
Somewhere. Yeah, ṣé mo pé tẹ́ bá down náà. Ṣé mo pé my regret náà tẹ́ bá down, because you would think nǹkan gidi ló máa tibẹ̀ ó lè tibẹ̀ wá eventually, and you will not know that it's still the same. So that is life. Ibi tó bá ti kọjú sí yín, let ma, So don't feel bad about that.
I started from beginning this justice for Mohbad with everybody. I don't think
there is always a lesson to learn in every step that you take.
If they go and check #justice for Mohbad, I don't think they will have 5 people who wrote justice for Mohbad, and they will see anything that has to do with justice for Mohbad, and it will be after mine. I was doing it. I was there. Monshe, DNA. Èmi from Mulo TV station. Kò sẹ́ni tó fún mi lówó lọ́bẹ̀. Èmi transport ara mi lọ to go and fight for the same cause. when I was going to write to the governor, when I was going to, you know, I was doing so many. Oh, right. Because, even when I think it was on the 15th of September 2000, someone posted the tickets me that I was going to return to Nigeria if the body was not exhumed. I would have traveled to Nigeria, abandoned my world tour. No regrets anyway. I don't regret what I do. I only learn from my mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. That there is always something to learn in any step that you take. So you have no worries, eh?
Iṣẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tèmi feel pé ó jẹ́ regret in this whole thing is the fact that you didn't even join it early. Like you didn't put all this energy at the initial stage. Alojeke emotion take hold of all of us. Àwọn ibi tó yẹ ká rí àárín we were just saying opó ni èèyàn kan mọ̀ ọ̀nà ọmọ ẹ̀ kò yẹ kí wọ́n drag ẹ̀ kò yẹ kí wọ́n ṣé you get. So we neglect that part. And that is the only thing tó ń dùn èmi nínú gbogbo story yìí because if you had done the right thing at that time ní bára wa ń bíbí now débi pé wọ́n máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ lawyer débi pé wọ́n máa lọ lo delay tactic débi pé wọ́n máa lọ lo corona inquest débi pé wọ́n máa you know all of that débi pé gbogbo evidences máa ti dry wọ́n ti máa pack up ó ti gbẹ you understand so that's the only regret tèmi feel pé anybody and everybody yes ma.
Wọ́n ti ṣáájú lọ́dọ̀ lawyer they took that first step.
No, that was not.
They know what they were going to do.
Shebi was the sister aunty Karimo that took the wife to the.
tó fi wá join àbúrò ẹ̀ tán fi lọ́dọ̀.
But ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣì dọ́dọ̀ Oriyomi now. He got to Oriyomi before they you know it was around that time. I think that was even why Oriyomi backed down.
No, the lawyer had already dealt with the Falana Mohbad had already dealt with before Oriyomi.
Oriyomi entered.
So at least
they were so sweet.
Gbogbo kini yẹn àyè àfàyè gbà gan o and this should be a lesson for everybody.
Pitfalls. Àwọn tí mo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe before àwọn èèyàn they were already ahead doing all those things.
Wọ́n ti clean up gbogbo evidence.
So kì í ṣe pé àwọn àfàyè gbà.
Àfàyè gbà because gbogbo time yẹn táwọn kan bàbá ò nírú èrò tí wọ́n ní nísìn nígbà yẹn náà everybody was saying because the